Rap Dome would like to welcome RJB to the mic. Welcome. Thanks for taking the time out to give the people a little insight about who you are and what you represent. Before we get down to the Q&A part of the interview, RJB, can you tell the audience a little background on the creation of RJB and tell us how your city has played a role in your music?
Creation of RJB. Well, RJB is just my initials. It's me, no gimmick. It's just Robert James Batten. Nothing special to it, no really creation to it, nothing really behind it, just that I just want to be who I am. I don't want to act like I'm somebody else or try to act like I'm going to be this, be that. I'm just me. I write down how I feel, put out how I feel, and that's who I am. I'm RJB. As far as my city, Baltimore, obviously, it played a huge role, obviously. I mean, my family was all around. I lived in a city, Greektown, and on every block, my family members were scattered all around. And I mean, of course, as you know, I mean, you got drugs going on around there. You got shootings going on around there. Me, while growing up, I didn't really get involved in any of that. I didn't get involved into drugs until way later on, until I was like 17, 18. I tried to stay away from it. Me, I would stay up in my room and write. Look out the window, man, and just see things that's going on and write. Go outside every now and then. I mean, I got jumped. Go home, ain't even mad about it. Write. Took everything that I just see, I know, and I write it down. That's what I pretty much did all my life, and that's how I vented out. That's how I got things out. Whether it was bad or good, put it down on music, and it's RJB, thanks to Baltimore. I'm Amsterdam.
Welcome to my hometown, city where it go down. I know it's been a long time, but me, I never slow down. You helped me learn the streets, competing, eating what I got. I'm talking noodles and noodles. I ain't starving on the block, had to toughen me up. Lines clawing for respect. Instead of my fist, you had me use my intellect. Dissect the competition, be more fine, that's what you said. I hooked up with tech, we put a bullet in his head. Then I picked up and left, yet I stay looking back. Even when I'm with you, I feel the distance, I see the gap. Maybe that's the hole I'm feeling inside. And home is what I picture every time I close my eyes. It's the only place I feel safe. My one and only mistake is leaving you alone, with no one else to replace intentions. Destroy the real you, the heart and soul. This is Baltimore, heart of war, more than just my role. This is everything I got, who I am till the death of me, fulfilling my legacy. Yes, together is the recipe. Tell me that they tested me.
All right. Sounds good, RJB. All right, let's get down to the question and answer session. First question I have for you, RJB. Why do you think people need to listen to the artist RJB?
I think people need to listen to RJB, the artist, because like nowadays, man, you turn on the radio and every song, like, I'm not putting it on an artist. You know, make your music, do what you want to rap about, that's fine. But it just feels like everybody's saying the same thing. It's the same song. It's all about club music. It's all about getting paid, rapping about absolutely nothing. And me, I'm more diverse with my music. You're not just going to get club music. You're not just going to get love songs. You're not just going to get whatever. You're going to get all types of things, whatever I'm feeling at the moment, whatever, if I feel like putting a story together, if I feel like painting a picture, if I feel like just rapping, just writing bars. So, and at that, I've been doing it since I was 13, so in my opinion, I got some skill with it, you know, so it's going to be entertaining too. It's not just going to be somebody getting on there and just putting rhymes together. I try to do it in an entertaining way at the same time of, you know, showing my skill, because I started out on forums just text rapping, and I really try to perfect the wordplay, you know, punches, just, you know, learning Maltese, learning how to put together a rhyming scheme and all that, and then eventually illustrating certain aspects of life. And I think that's one main reason that, you know, people I think should listen to me and give it a shot, because it's got something for everybody. It's got something for everybody. Another reason is nowadays, I mean, the youth, they're growing up on music's getting obviously out of control. I mean, not, you know, but that's all you hear is just straight negative stuff. I mean, it's always so much cussing going on, so much talking about women, degrading women, gunplay, and that's not what we need anymore. I think now is the time where people need to step up and make some real music, man. They need to put that to light. I mean, people do make real music, but you don't hear it. Mainstream is mainstream, so that's all you're really going to hear for the regular person. And I think what you need to hear is something more positive, more inspirational, which I also do. I make inspirational music. I make music that don't curse. I'm not trying to say I'm no Will Smith or nothing like that, but you know, I also bring it to the edge with it. You know, I'm not just straight all like holy about it. I bring it to the edge, but I just try not to put much curse words in it. You know, I try to just so it be for everybody. Everybody can listen to it. It's not shutting anybody out. I try to be open for everybody, the world, to hear me. You know, that's another reason I think that you need to listen to RJB.
All right. On to the next question. All right, RJB, what did it take for you to reach this point with your music? For instance, bringing your music from the block to online, getting reactions from online audiences to your music and other venues that you currently use.
When I first started on the block making my music, it was all fun, you know, just writing stuff down, recording it, just vetting out, and didn't think it was gonna go anywhere. Didn't even want people to hear it at first. I would write in my school, didn't want nobody, you know, all to myself with it. And then one day, I just kept learning more about the actual how to write, how to make it organized, and how to make it sound right with the flow and all that. And I was like, all right, you know, started recording, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna put it up online. I'm just gonna see what happens. I started putting my music online. People shot it down, like, oh, you ain't nothing. And that actually egged me on more. It made me more serious about it. Like, all right, you know, I need to start coming out with something to get people to like this and the people to really like it. So just going on further and further, I just got good at it. And people started saying, hey, like, you're getting better and better with it from when I heard you before. So then I just kept putting it online, trying different outlets, SoundClick, Reverb Nation, getting on forums, putting it out, letting buddies hear it and stuff, and just getting what they thought about it. And then eventually it led me here to Hanover. I came to Hanover, got hooked up with a couple people. We made a little group. I actually did a couple shows, did a show in York and did some shows in Harrisburg. Then I got locked up, so then everything got shot down with that. Then I got back out and was like, all right, I'm gonna keep going with my music. Kept going, and here I am making interviews about my music. I mean, I never thought it would get to this point, and pretty happy about it, you know.
All right, on to the next question. All right, RJB, how close to your life does your music reflect? And is there any one song that hits close to home for you that you've recorded?
I would say that music reflects my life. I mean, music is my life. Life is my music, and that's pretty much how that is. As for the song that hit most home with me, without a doubt, that would have to be my number one, which is to my grandma who passed away. You know, I love my mom, I love my dad, but growing up, you know, I didn't see my mom till like every other weekend, and apparently I didn't see her for a while when I was younger. And as for my dad, he was an alcoholic, and so that could be a mess a lot of times. We always head to head, but my grandparents were always there for me, my grandma most of all. No matter what I did, no matter how I acted, even when I got locked up, first thing she said when I got out of jail is, as long as you learn from that, I'm proud of you. And that pretty much hit home big time with me. And I always told her, you know, when I bring girls over, meet my girlfriends, whatever, she's like, you make sure you tell them I'm your number one. And I always said, I'm gonna make a song for you, Grandma, to be called my number one. And I never got to it. And then one day in the hospital bed, right before she passed away, I said, hey, I was like, I'm gonna make you that song. And I made it. So that would definitely hit most home, my number one.
I never feel alone. You're number one in my heart, always will be. Her memories will always encourage me. You always be my number one. I let the whole world know it. Never could I repay you. I let your own song show it. My number one, you always be my number one. My number one, you always be my number one. You always be my number one. I let the whole world know it. Never could I repay you. I let your own song show it. My number one, you always be my number one. My number one, you always be my number one.
All right, RJB, Let me ask you, when do you find yourself the most creative?
I would find myself most creative when I'm usually alone, listen to some music, good lyrics, good something just to get me thinking and jiving, stuff like that. So I would pretty much say when I gotta be alone, listening to music. It just depends on how I'm feeling, my mood, when I'm getting most creative. I don't really have a certain thing I do to get most creative, so. But I would go with being alone.
All right, halfway through. All right, number 5. What would you say is your weakest link musically, and what would you say is your best asset musically?
I would say my weakest link musically, as an overall promotion, I really don't promote myself and put myself out there as much as I could. I'm trying to work on that this year, but it's one thing I can really think of right now that's weak overall me. For like lyrically maybe, or just music wise, actual song wise, I would say punches. Not really a punchline rapper. It's not really what I focus on at all. I really more or less get other things in. I don't really make punches or battle punches and stuff like that. As for my best asset, I would have to probably go with my wordplay. I really like wordplay, and a lot of my wordplay revolve around like old songs and my life that pretty much I would have to fill you in on that you wouldn't understand. So in a way, my best asset is something people probably wouldn't get, but I do wordplay a lot with things.
On to the next one, number 6. If given the opportunity to record with any artist that is signed, alive, or passed on, who would you choose?
Need the crowd light going on my first tour. Do I need to say more? Let the beat roll line on the track. Let me blow on the default. No.
An artist that I would do alive or dead. Well, can't really just pick one. So I'll just somebody that's alive right now. Really a person that I love and would love to just do a track with, and I think that would bring the best out of me lyrically. Would definitely be Nas. I think doing a track with Nas would be awesome. And even now, if I'm thinking about it for dead, like just emotion-wise, energy, just the way they come from the heart, which is something I also do when I get on the mic. I bring it all out. Would be Tupac. I think doing a track with Tupac would bring a lot of energy out of me and just come full at it and just bring my heart all out in the music.
Cool. All right. Number 7, how do you like your Rap Dome experience?
My Rap Dome experience, it's been awesome. I mean, it is the best site I've ever been on for a forum, anything. And now I've actually got Rap Dome Social, which is kind of like Facebook type. Legion is doing a thing with that. Legion, you're doing the thing. I mean, the people on there, it's just a great, it's like a family, it's just the way I met Live and Learn there, doing songs with him, Los, about to do one with him, did one with Legion, sort of. It's a good connected thing they got going on, and they just keep expanding, they're working on it all the time. You got Liz, you're cooking's awesome.
All right, RJB. Number 8, do you have a core audience that you're trying to reach, and if so, why?
The core audience I'm trying to reach would be everybody, anybody. Like I said, I make different songs for like anybody that can relate to all types of songs that I can reach out to people. I mean, I had people that listen to just rock and roll say, hey man, like I heard this song, I show them my song or whatever, and they're like, hey, it's not like other rap I listen to. It actually has a message. You don't curse in it. I can play it around my kids. I can, So I mean, I already reached different places out there, different people that listen to different music. So I just try to get it out to anybody. I don't really have a specific group of people to get it to, and yeah. That's it.
Number 9, aside from hip hop and rap, what other music do you enjoy listening to?
Till I bleed more. Can I live? Not a question for the answer. My kid at the game and I never left the ransom. Spitting like a teacher if I'm running, can't catch you. God, I'm on a leash. If I throw it, they gon' fetch you. I'm so fresh that I just breathe. I walked in and I couldn't leave.
Music that I listen to besides besides rap, hip hop. Actually, before hip hop, I listened to rock and roll, like AC/DC, Def Leppard, that type of music, Van Halen, all that. I listened to some R&B. Hell, I listened to pop before. I just listened to just whatever's good. Like whatever I'm feeling at the time, whatever song it is, don't matter what genre. I don't listen to country. I don't listen to country. I did listen to Shania Twain.
All right, last question, RJB. When people ask what does RJB the person stand for in this life, what would your reply be?
If you pretty much just want like a summary of who RJB is, I'm just a regular person like anybody else. I went through the things I went through like other people go through what they go through, except I vented out through music. I put my life in music. If you want to know me, all you have to do is listen to my music. Everything I ever been through is recorded on track. Well, even just a line or something, just everything that I ever been through has been on a track, and it made me who I am. If I didn't have music, I would probably be a totally different, complete person. I wouldn't be RJB. RJB is who I am through music, and it's who I am as a person. It's just, we're both the same. It's all the same, and it's just great that I got to put it out in music and that other people can live through what I went through my music. It's a blessing, and I love it.
All right, in my final thoughts of the interview, we'd just like to say thank you, RJB. Rap Dome appreciate your time. I appreciate the interview. This is Cash Man, a.k.a. Christ Addict. Keep seeking, keep serving, keep shining. God bless.
Right here is RJB Studio. What we got going on is I got my Adobe Edition 1.5. Got the mic. And we got a little space. This is B-more style. Doing this since I was like 13. Okay, what I do here, put the instrumental in, record my verses, mix them up, I spit, blah, 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 put it together, and it's magic. It's magic. So right now what I'm about to do is get it in. They like my music louder, louder. What I do devour must be too sour. We don't care about your cause, ain't worried about your chain. Money is just paper and we making paper planes. They like my music louder, louder. What I do devour must be too sour. We don't care about your cause, ain't worried about your chain. Money is just paper and we making paper planes.
Got any shout outs or any final thoughts you'd like to get off your chest, RJB? Go ahead and let them out.
Hey, dog, give shout outs to God, definitely God. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able to be doing this. To my number one, my grandma. I'd like to give out shout out to my man Troy, doing the video for me. Thanks, man, appreciate that. Definitely the Rap Dome for this opportunity to make an interview and to give me some promotion and stuff. Appreciate that. Legion, Liz, you too, man. Awesome work on the site. I'd like to give a shout out to my parents, my mom, my dad, my sister. Shout out to my baby mama, Ariana, my son Camden. Shout out to my homeboys back in Greektown who grew up with me, my cousins, Vinny, Matt, George, Jeff, my cousin Jeff, JoJo, Dom, can't forget them. It's just, everybody who's doing their thing in music, man, just trying to be themselves and stuff. Shout out to them. Definitely keep. Most importantly, I definitely can't forget my brother, BK, B-Ill, Big Cash. Definitely can't forget you, man. Thank you for everything, for being there, for helping me with my music thing. And it's probably Cash Man for doing the interview for me. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Awesome job. Probably a whole bunch of people I forgot, man, but I gotta go do what I gotta do. Thanks.
16, 32, 48's what I spit. Here we go with the best flow. Guess who sneezed on purpose? Just so I bless you. Go around the neck too. Forget about ice. I'm melting right off. Heat stay precise. You just overpriced. Ain't worth a dollar. Drop the competition till I make a tiger holler. Always been a beast. I feast on the week. Always been legit. Spit 6-7 days a week. So the game like a back rub. OD on the track like Whitney in the bathtub. Game fake every night. Gotta turn and toss. Thought my CEO look like Rick Ross. All all I do. 24/7, a beat what you hear. When you die, go to heaven. If it's hell, then you're burned by my flames. I don't talk a good one since I rap what I claim. I rap really sick, 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 rap really sick. Harder than you thought, straight out the city, kid.